beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20 for the Pacers. Yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. And I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And it's Brown at the small forward position.
Muscling that one in. JV is a strong individual.
Here's Irving. And it's White with the rebound. Here are the Celtics with the ball. On the wing, Brown. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him. Calling the foul right away.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. And it's off from three-point range. And just about a minute into the first quarter. The kick out to Irving. Launches a three. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
Holiday, the pass to Horford. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You train triple us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that one's good, Irving.
Going right back at them. Kyrie answers with a three of his own.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And here's Brown outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And it seems unthinkable at this point, but they've won 26 games in a row.
The team is playing what I call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose. One of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little.
And it's Brown missing. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, well, thank you for the report.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
And White kicks to Horford. Back to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Horford the pass to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That's his first foul. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
Good instincts to read the path and get in the position and pick it up.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Holiday finds White. Pass to Porzingis. Brown wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
The Wizard can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss, I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the Wizard.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Davis against Horford. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Outside Holiday. And another miss by Boston.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the beat.
The Wizard, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Porzingis is doubled. Brown outside. Gets it to go from behind the arc. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Celtics trail by 15. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Boston making a switch here. Porzingis kicks to Horford. Porzingis 6th pick for Horford. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those every time. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out front.
Porzingis passes to White. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Mavericks leading by 17. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the Wizard in the last time out against the Spurs was on a mission. He scored an amazing number of points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from 3-point range whenever he could. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league. And everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thanks, guys. Today, the trade news is coming out of Los Angeles for the Clippers. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his 3-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help them win.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. Porzingis kicks to White. Horford sets a screen for White. No good from outside.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And what you're talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Here's the Wizard. He's covered by Brown. Here's Haynes. And it's Dallas with another.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Boston shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Moving against Brown. To Porzingis from downtown. It's It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Haynes passes to Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brown outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
It's Brown on the wing. 33 points last game. Rebound by Marshall.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
The Wizard good.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, that offense has ground to a standstill.
Time call here. The Celtics decide.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. On the floor for Boston, we've got Holiday, and it's White in at the 3. Here's Haynes. It falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Pritchard. Dinwiddie covering. Pass to White. Misses in close.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Dinwiddie for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And they're moving it up for the finish. And that one is hammered home.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
White against Dinwiddie. Pass to Pritchard. Good on the triple. Pritchard's got 8 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Dinwiddie. It's no mistake on the slam dunk.
And really with good positional size, Dinwiddie can make plays above the rim.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Haynes. Pass to Hauser. Holiday with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make it.
Here's the Wizard, guarded by Holiday. Haynes passes to Washington. Right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Pritchard. And another basket for Boston.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Haynes. This one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Pritchard. Dinwiddie covering. Pritchard passes to White. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday, no one around him. Off target from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Dinwiddie kicks to Thompson. Another 3 for Dallas.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 10. Outside, White. There's the triple. The kick out to Holiday. The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's White missing.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. An easy 2 points on the layup. White's got his first 2 points.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the game for him.
Didn't really hit the bucket.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Haynes. Here's White. White with another miss.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Good work there as it goes.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dallas making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. And then for Boston, Porzingis comes in for Luke Cornett. And it's Brown in for Pritchard. Brown the pass to Hauser. Shot skip. Brown making the play. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at the Wizard, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Christie, he's checked in for Dallas. And a change for the Celtics. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White. Outside Holiday. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them.
And I think for the Mavericks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Outside Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
This is a team that they owned in the regular season, but last year in the finals, they couldn't find a way to get it done.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis.
Scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Dinwiddie outside. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
For their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Boston making a switch here. Cornet's checked in. One interesting note about tonight's game, unlike the rest of the cup break, this does not count towards the regular season standings.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season, but hey, you ask these guys, and they don't mind at all.
Fires the three. From deep Washington. That falls. High speed that time from Dinwiddie.
Just the definition of combo guard. Dinwiddie with a great pass that time.
took the opportunity when he saw it. Brown's got 8.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Irving's checked in for the Wizard. Now here's Brown. He's got 8. From outside the arc. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. The putback. It's hauled in by Cornette. Brown finds Holiday. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. And another miss by Boston.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a big on that one.
Using his vision on the floor, Kyrie sees what's out there and makes a horrible pass.
The Celtics shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's Pritchard. He had 15 points last outing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Right wing. Porzingis passes to Pritchard. Holiday with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
Total focus from Holiday at the arc. He doesn't like to waste shots.
Here's Irving. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Pass to Cornette. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Brown against Christie. And on the way from Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And that's going to be a travel. Checking in for Dallas. And Anthony Davis is checked in for P.J. Washington. Najee Marshall comes in for Christie. And it's Dante Exum in for Dinwiddie. And then for Boston, Al Horford. He's checked in for Luke Cornette. And it's White in for Pritchard. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 Jays, Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. You're glad they're still together. Offensive rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Irving misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Count the basket.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Pass to Exum. Now Gafford hasn't made one yet. Now here is Davis. Lets the 3 fly. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Brown inside. Rebound by Marshall. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And here is Irving. There's 25 seconds seconds left now here in the second.
Terrific anticipation by Brown. Managing to see the shot coming and get ahead of it.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height.
Holiday against Irving. Over Holiday. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 13 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now. Getting to his body, keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Dallas Mavericks.
I could say I've been pumped about this tournament, especially the last few weeks. But the semifinals, we're excited, and now, here we are. The champion will be crowned. Ernie, should we have a tournament between me, you, and Kenny?
I'm all for it as long as the category is jumpers. But in all seriousness, guys, one thing I've noticed already in this game is that it doesn't feel like a regular season game. And it isn't technically either, actually. And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
I think PG-13 is going to be an outstanding addition. There isn't a team in the league that wouldn't be better off with this kind of two-way talent. High praise to the front office for getting the deal done and bringing a veteran superstar to their franchise.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. And just getting going here for the 2024 NBA Cup Championship second half. And thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Nice game. Great performance by the Wizards.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And coming up here on 2K Sports, the second half of the NBA Cup Championship. It's one you will not want to miss. They've got Kyrie Irving. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's the Wizards, and it's Marshall. And at the three, the small forward. That's the five to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
Holiday with the three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 14 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you gotta know where he is at all times, especially when he's walking around the perimeter ready to fire.
And that one, good.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there. Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Pass to Marshall. Davis with a screen on White. Here's Marshall. And it goes down 2 points. Marshall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Brown outside. Outside, White. Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one. He can shoot the ball. Plus, he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And that one falls for White. And in addition to our NBA Cup champions being crowned tonight, we'll also be naming an NBA Cup MVP.
And what an honor that it's going to be for one of these players. So get your guesses in now for who that MVP will be. I know who I'm going with, but I don't want to spoil it.
And both free throws good for White. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
He's got 15.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brown against Irving. Brown fires, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Brown's got 12.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
On its way from Irving to 2. Again, the Mavericks score.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Outside, Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah. Out of bounds. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try to push through it.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Brown against Irving. Outside Holiday. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Davis bringing the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's the Wizards. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. And you look at the Wizard, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. White, wide open. He fired. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Mavericks have gone 2 from the field since halftime.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Wasted no time on that one. Porzingis has got 5.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Irving passes to Lively. Irving looking over the floor. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. Lets it go from 14. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday. Oh, he's got 4 assists now tonight. Moving against Holiday.
Yeah, just fighting an uphill battle. The turnovers forcing them to lose ground.
Outside, Horford. This one for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 8 rebounds in this game. And they double up Davis. It's stolen by Brown. Outside Holiday. To the inside. White. And White slams it in.
One of the most unselfish players in this league. It's a nice pass from Drew.
Pass to Lively. Davis kicks to Irving.
Turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Number 31, Klay Thompson.
Holiday with it. Brown outside. Here's White. The three-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Irving, good.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first four.
Brown the pass to Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
Takes a step back.
Young fella is a walking turnover right now. Just far too sloppy in this quarter.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And here's Brown outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
And they're losing their concentration. Just sloppy with the ball.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in.
Number 25, P.J. Washington.
Brown outside. No good on the 3.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Holiday against
Player standing out of bounds violation. Celtics ball.
Holiday, the pass to Brown. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here is Washington. He's got 8. Spins.
Player standing out of bounds violation. Celtics ball.
Porzingis finds Holiday. Inside, here's Horford. Out to White. Stolen by Washington. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pass to Irving. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
There's Brown with the 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Thompson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's the Wizard. He's got 34 for the 3. And it's Washington missing. White against Irving. And so Boston again turning it over. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Boston. Off to a great start this season, currently in second.
You know, for the Celtics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And the layup falls. And that's 36 points for the Wizard.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
It's White on the wing. Pass to Pritchard. Brown outside. They grab their own miss. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You're up.
Hauser's checked in,
Close this
and
thing
it's
out.
Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. On the court for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Then it's Holiday, then there's Horford, and it's Hauser in at the full set. A floater. Exum's shot is off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Rebounded by Prosper. Here's the Wizard. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
For Dallas, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Prosper, driving to the basket, and he comes up with the deuce. Prosper's got 8 points here in this quarter. Dinwiddie against Brown. The kick out to Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the game so far. Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Horford sets a screen for Brown. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. so far since the break.